Hi guys, back again for another YouTube, and I'm really delighted to have Jim here with me on this day. I'm in Hummingbird Healing Center in Iquitos, Peru. What I'd like you to do, Jim, is talk about ayahuasca and talk about the Maloka and the ayahuasca, the history and
Sure.
how the medicine works.
Sure,
Yeah?
sure. Ayahuasca, they estimate, anthropologists being the they, has been in common use around the Amazon for about 3,000 years. People commonly ask, how did they learn about this? The ayahuasqueros will typically say that the spirits came and taught them in their dreams. The ayahuasca vine itself is actually not that common a vine. You go walking through the jungle, you'll find vines all over the place. Almost none of them are going to be ayahuasca. The same with the chacruna or the wambisa plant, the shrubs. They're not that common. So to learn to become an ayahuasquero, it's a very, very long process. You have to do dietas with other plants, very, very strict rules, and in isolation in the jungle. And during this period, you consume the plant in some form, usually a tea made from either the roots, the bark of a tree, perhaps the flowers, the leaves, depends on the plant. And then you try to connect with the spirit of the plant, and the spirits will come and teach us. And that is the process of learning. With this medicine, it takes 5 to 8 years for a person to learn how to heal somebody with ayahuasca. So it requires extensive training. It's like going to medical school. It really is. And somebody that has not gone through this extensive training simply will not have the same level of skill. And even after that, experience matters. Experience matters. We have only ever worked with people that had at least 25 years of experience. We did once try a guy that only had 15 years of experience healing work after all of his training, and it was crystal clear that the same results did not come. It is very, very important that you choose somebody that is ethical, that has a good heart, is skilled, and is going to put your safety and well-being first.
And at our Maloka here and Manaim, do you want to just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, this center, it's always been focused on healing. From the very, very beginning, when when the center opened in 2010, it was kind of like the beginning of the boom, and centers were popping up all over the place, and a lot of them were just giving ayahuasca experiences and whatnot. And we have always been focused on, we want to help people improve their lives and heal in a wide variety of ways. And what is healing? Something that makes your life better. In the broadest sense, something that makes your life better. So we're focused on that. And Mana'i, he's been with us since 2014. He, at this point, has a little over 50 years of experience healing work with the medicine. A very good-hearted man, has a profound faith in God. And that comes through all of our clients that say, oh my God, you can just feel his energy and the goodness and the care and the concern of this. And this is very, very important when you choose to drink ayahuasca with somebody. Very important. Yeah.
And can we talk about the integration process and what you would perceive as the importance
Sure.
Of that process?
Well, that word gets tossed out quite a lot, integration, to integrate, to include within. When we integrate something into our lives, ultimately what that means, it just becomes a natural part of how we show up in life day to day. We don't have to think about it consciously necessarily, we just do it automatically. It's a new way of showing up in the world, a new way of being. So this is a natural process. We're doing this all the time in our lives. We get some information, we're exposed to something, we get excited. Oh, I want to do this. I want this in my life. And so after some period of attention, intention, and energy expenditure, it takes effort. We have to practice. We're essentially forming new habits. After a period of that, it just becomes an automatic thing in our life. So that's the essence of it.
Yeah, and one of the things that I really like here is the pace. We have a session one night and then we have 48 hours, and not much is happening in 48 hours, and there's a lot to do with that time.
We don't seek to entertain you at this center. This is a healing center, and there is a fair amount of free time. And there's two primary reasons for it, but the most important is stillness. Having a period of time where There are no pressures on you to do anything at all. And you can simply sit in nature and be, and allow your mind to go still, to just sit and feel the energies of nature, to sit and contemplate the experiences that you've had with ayahuasca, the lessons that you've had with ayahuasca. And this period of sitting in stillness with not distracting the mind allows things to bubble up from deep within. And this will not happen unless we go into this place of stillness and quiet. And so that is actually a very important part of the results that we get here. We have always gotten exceptional results for our clients, and I believe that this lack of keeping people occupied and entertained, almost an enforced stillness, if you will, is a significant part of the success that we've had.
As a comment, having been here many times, it really is fundamental to that process. And you know, when we talk about what happens around the rest of the world, including Australia, often people will be given the medicine and then they're sent on their way, or they're not given a chance to integrate. And integration can happen in many different ways, but that stillness process for 48 hours in a safe place, being comfortable with nothing else to think about, but just to integrate the process, I think is fundamental to a healing center.
And another thing that's very important as far as integrating the process is having someone you can talk to that's going to understand where you're coming from, that's going to perhaps be able to offer insights into what your journey means and all of that. And when a person gets back home, it's an important part of the continued integration process to be able to speak from the heart to somebody. And it can most definitely be valuable that the person you're speaking to has experience with psychedelics or ayahuasca. It is not the most important part. The most important part is the person is farther along the path than you on this journey of self-actualization, personal growth, spiritual awakening, however you want to define it, that they've walked the path before you. That's what's important.
It's very important, and especially that they're coming from a good heart.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. And when we have people like that, then we want to make sure that they've dealt with their shit.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being here today yet again. And again, if you like what we're doing here, press the subscribe button. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.